So Mark Carney has made it official today. He went and asked the Governor General to dissolve Parliament and call a snap election. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel for Sunday, March 23rd. I hope you're having a good weekend. And here is the breakdown. Mark Carney today went and asked Mary Simon to dissolve the 44th Parliament and call a snap election. This will bring Canadians to the polls for April 28th. The shortest length of a campaign that is allowed by law is 37 days, so that's why he's doing it that way. The other reason he's calling this election today is because Parliament was scheduled to resume tomorrow. And Mark Carney actually doesn't have an official riding. For my American viewers, a riding is similar to what you would call a voting district. But instead of on our ballots having the party leader on the ballot, we have the representative of that district that we vote for. And there are three to four candidates, depending on how many parties are official party status. Sometimes there are six, because there are like random throwaway Marxist-Leninist weirdos that make official party status. Yes, I'm not kidding. But we vote for whichever representative of whichever party we want to run the country. So, for example, Pierre Poilievre holds the riding of Carleton Place. So, if he wins the election, it's because people voted for conservative representatives more than they voted for anybody else. And Pierre Poilievre, being the leader of that party, will then be the prime minister. Mark Carney does not hold such a seat yet because he came from the private sector. And he just decided, hey, I want to play at being prime minister, so I'm going to get rid of all my roles and come over here to the political side of things and just pick a riding. And so he barred a hopeful candidate from running in the leadership race. His name was Chakra Arya. Yes, take that as what you will. Take that as how racist as you want it to be, because that's what I am doing. He shoved that gentleman aside, barred him from running in the leadership race, and basically took his riding from him and gave him no reason. No, there was no reason why he wasn't allowed to run as a leadership candidate. There was just no, we don't accept your money. We don't accept we don't want your kind here. It was, you take it for what you will. I am. And so he's now running in the riding of Nepean. Nepean is a suburb of Ottawa. It's like breaking up, it's like, Mississauga being a suburb of Toronto, or just a bunch of different, it's a suburb of Ottawa. So Mark Carney is now running for this riding in Nepean, and he says, quote, "I know Nepean well. I was best man to former Boston Bruins and Edmonton Oilers general manager, Peter Chiarelmi, and he grew up in Nepean." So he thinks that because from Barhaven to Bell's Corners and in between, it's an area I know well. So he named two sections of Nepean, Barhaven and Bell's Corners. Two very rich, by the way, two very rich parts of Nepean. And he goes on, he says, Carney says, the writing is representative of many aspects of the country in general. The median income is probably around $50,000 to $55,000, so a little less than the national average. It's very diverse and represents both the opportunities and challenges that faces the country, and those are challenges that I'm looking to address. I looked it up just now before I hit record. The average the median income, and I tried to look it up by district, and it was pretty difficult, but it looks like around Nepean it's about $100,000 median income. If you look at the entire city of Ottawa, it's $125,000 median income. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because all the government officials live out in Nepean and Orleans and all the other suburbs of Ottawa, of which I'm speaking. So this is more proof that Mark Carney is lying out his ass about knowing what it's like to be an average Canadian, because all he can talk about is, I was best man to this manager of two rather large hockey teams that made several $1 million a year. And so from one ritzy corner of Nepean to another ritzy corner of Nepean, I know Nepean very well. He just sounds so out of touch. He sounds so out of touch with everything that he's talking about. And all of these, I keep seeing articles that are saying that polls are showing that the Liberals could actually beat the Conservatives and hold a majority because Mark Carney is just, people are more drawn to Mark Carney and they think he's more capable than Pierre Poilievre. And I'm just like, what polls? What 2,000 to 3,000 person polls are these newspapers quoting from? Because everywhere I go, I see normal people. Even on my Facebook page, I am starting to see people who even I disagree with politically, that are very much more left-leaning than I am, are pissed off at Mark Carney. They are very angry with him. And I see also on my Facebook page people saying, if you are going to vote Liberal, just unfriend me. Just because you're part of the problem. And so nobody is happy with this dude. It's gonna be between Poilievre and Singh, and that's scary. The fact that Mark Carney makes Jagmeet Singh look like a valid choice, that is a terrifying thought. And we need to look very closely at any of the things that Mark Carney says on the campaign trail. We need to look at the announcements that he comes out with and study them very closely and see, A, are they stolen from Poilievre, and B, who's gonna pay for all of this stuff. And so we've really got to pay attention. I will be making videos on any of the announcements that he or his cabinet puts out in the next month. I will also be looking at Poilievre's press conferences, and you better believe I'll be live streaming the debates. I might even try to put up with the French debate, because I want to see Carney get absolutely demolished in French by Polyev, Duceppe, and even Singh. Jagmeet Singh can hold his own in French fairly well. So it's going to be bad. It's Elizabeth May and Carney are going to just be floundering like fish out of water in that debate. And so this is going to be very important. I think this is one of the most important elections that we will be voting in. And it's a shame that it's a snap election that's really fast. Another reason I think Mark Carney is not disclosing his assets is because, well, he's got lots of assets that he could put towards a campaign if he does it properly and hides it properly, because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to fundraise for your campaign. But he could just, quote, get a donation from some shell corporation. And there he goes. He's got money that was his. He just shuffled it around. You know what I mean? It's no wonder he's not disclosing his assets. This is bad.
All they want to do is go, well, Polyev still doesn't have a security clearance.
Yeah, and all they want to do is say, well, Polyev still doesn't have a security clearance. What is he trying to hide? Well, he doesn't need a security clearance to run for prime minister. Also, his chief of staff has security clearance. So his chief of staff is also filling him in on shit. So cut this crap out. Cut this nonsense out with the security clearance. It's old. It's a year old now. Come up with something new and a better argument. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that this was happening. I wanted to make things a little bit more clear for my American friends, because I'm really sick of hearing that we all voted for one person in this country to pick the leader when we didn't. That's not how it works. Please just do like a 2-minute ask fucking Grok. Okay? Just stop. Just please stop. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.